This is part of the podcast that I usually do. So towards the end of the conversation, I have something I call the rapid fire questions. So what I've done is I prepared 10 questions for you. So the idea is really for you to give like quick answers to the questions. There is no right or wrong answers. Basically, like an appreciation of what you are or who you are and what has happened in your life so far. So I think it should be fun. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right. So the first question is, what was the first career you dreamed of having as a kid?
President.
Second question, if you had to eat only one meal for the rest of your life, what will it be?
Just one. It would have to be something chicken, but cooked a particular way. There's another chicken that my wife does, it's marinated. That let me not nitaanza kumeza mate hapa bure.
So the third question, when you're off the grind, how do you recharge?
Working out. I love to catch a good movie with my wife or my kids. I've gone back into reading. Yeah, and then also just catching a pint with good friends.
The fourth question, what is one story you haven't told yet but dream of investigating one day?
I don't know what the specific subject matter would be, but it has to be something that awakens Africa to some of the things that have happened to us and continue to happen to us. But more than that, to the opportunity that lies ahead if we get our act together. So I can't say what specific subject it would be, but I can tell you what I'd want someone to feel one day watch it. I want someone to feel angry but also invigorated and ready to just go out and do something that changes their fortunes and the fortunes of others.
The fifth question, where is one place you like to go that you haven't been?
Heaven. Yes.
It's a pretty good choice. Sixth question, what is your favorite book?
There's this book that I've read more than twice. It's called Have a Little Faith. It's by a sports journalist, interestingly, called Mitch Albom. But my favorite writer is Ta-Nehisi Coates. He's an African-American journalist and professor. He writes both fictional and non-fictional stuff.
The seventh question, who is one Kenyan change maker or activist that you think more people should know about?
I'd say more people should appreciate Nanjala Nyabola. I'd say she's a really proper thinker about this country. All of the social justice centers that have popped up across the country, I'd say are doing such important work. So it's not one person, but you likely have a social justice center near where you live. You need to go and see what they're doing.
So the eighth question, what has been your most fulfilling moment since launching Africa Uncensored?
My most fulfilling moment since launching Africa Uncensored will have to have been realizing that journalism has come of age, as I'd mentioned. Seeing other people succeed within Africa Uncensored.
Ninth question, what quote resonates with you most?
You know that quote that is extracted from the Teddy Roosevelt speech about the man in the arena. It's not the critic who counts, because that quote tells you everything you need to know about the imperfection of choosing to do something, that you're not going to get it right. Many times you'll come up short. Many people will complain or criticize you, but that you're the one who's doing the important work.
So the last question, knowing what you know now, what advice could you give to your 18-year-old self?
Don't be such a people pleaser. Don't sacrifice your well-being and the well-being of those who love you for the comfort of others who may not appreciate the kind of lengths that you go to. This is one that I'm still learning. I'd say sometimes it's good to take the scenic route. Don't rush into things and out of things. Think about things a little more. Because when you're 18, you're not thinking very clearly. And just work on yourself. Don't be swept by the crowd. Just work on yourself. Do the internal work that you need to do. I don't think a lot of 18-year-olds are told that. I don't know if you've ever met a person who, when you sit down with them, you're like, wow, man, this person is really just so comfortable in their own skin. Yeah. It's because they've done the internal work of recognizing who they are. And those people have had to fight a lot to know that. Start that fight. 18-year-old John-Allan, start that fight early so that by the time you're 42, 43, the things that you're learning about yourself are more in line with how you want to finish than how you want to live your life day to day.